Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Uncle Sam's Reject here, back with some more NCAA 14 FAU Rebuild Dynasty. We just finished capping off, back-to-back natty season. We were able to bump off VTech in the last episode. We won that game by 10. We had boosted the sliders up and everything like that, so it's no excuses. But in the end, we got the job done. Now we're getting ready to head into the final off-season / preseason. I think it's going to be season number 6 for FAU. It's been a good long ride. This is our first ever undefeated season. I kept saying that, we didn't lose before. This was our first ever undefeated season, although it is our second natty season. So let's get ready to head into the off season, see what kind of records we set and everything like that. And then, we'll be on our way. All right, man. So as this is advancing and everything like that, if this is uploaded late today, Monday, the 26th, I want to apologize to you guys, It's towards the end of my semester, so I had some final projects and loose ends I had to clean up, at the end of the semester to, hand in the last little bit of some of my grades for 2 of my classes. Still got 1 class to go final-wise, But you guys let me know, man. I know a lot of you guys are sad to see this series go. Most of you wanted a farewell season, but all good things must come to an end. Sometimes it's better to start fresh, because it's going to get to the point where it's not even that much of a challenge playing with this FAU team. We wanted to rebuild them, We have done just that. We won 2 national championships, back to back. What we're going to do with this season, we're going to try to win a natty again and everything like that, But we will not be doing any recruiting. And then sadly, we won't be doing any subscriber recruits for this last year. But the new series that's coming after this, we will be doing subscriber recruits, replacing the recruits we get at the end of the year from day one. That's definitely going to continue. Then we're going to be doing it in the Army series as well. All right, so we got ourselves a new record. It is a individual NCAA record. Our boy Jay Will had the best quarterback rating ever in a season for a quarterback. Pretty much ran away with it. K. Allen from Houston was 196.9. Jay Will's 203.7. That's insane. Jay Will also just took over the school career record for passing touchdowns. And then our boy Steve Wright just took over the school record for sacks in the season. And then our boy Darius Chase broke the school record for interceptions in the season. And he's also going to take over the school career record for interceptions as well. All right, man. So just some of the things at the end of the year. Getting our XP. Coach points and everything like that. Win the BCS Natty, make it to the Natty, return of the year, Nagurski, Lombardi, win a bowl game, over 4,000 yards, BCS bowl bid, be ranked number 1, ranked first in rush yards allowed. Things champions do. And no contract extension. This is our last year. We're going to skip coach carousel altogether. Go ahead over to see what players it is that we have leaving. I'm pretty sure we have, a lot of starters leaving, but pretty much the big name guys that we mainly care about should be staying. All right, man, so here we are, going to players leaving. Let's see what we got. Take it forever. Our boy James Swanson is trying to declare for the draft, the 5th round. He's steadily improved. Catch-wise throughout the years. But his second year, his yards went down a little bit. But as he's seen his touchdown numbers completely rise. Even with only 18 more catches, so he's making the most of his opportunities. But we're going to go ahead and try to talk him into staying. It's chances high. We're going to tell him he won't regret his college degree. So just like that, he didn't really want to go anywhere. We got 2 people wanting to leave transfer-wise. Steve Martin, freshman left guard, he's not coming back. And then we got our subscriber recruit, Brett Patterson, who's going to be transferring to Georgia. No need to make him a promise either. So both of them was playing time. Who knows? Maybe we brought some guys in their position. They're never going to see the field. Or maybe the guy in front of them was the same class as them. But moving on to the upperclassmen, our boy Darius Chase is projected to be drafted in the 4th round. And Chase Hooper is projected to be drafted in the 7th. Now, one thing about this game, they don't always get things right. Like Hafiz, he's one of our best defenders for 4 straight years. He won the Thorpe and the Bednarik Award. He started off as a D-back. We moved him down to the linebacker position. And he pretty much did his thing. He didn't catch much picks once he played full-time linebacker the last 2 years. But, he still was all over the place making plays. So, in real life, of course, he probably be getting drafted. Goodman, Amon Ross has been a beast. Zion Gilbert, that's a toss-up. our boy Sam Phillips. They played a lot better than what their overalls were, that being Ross and Phillips. Smoker, you know what I'm saying? The numbers this dude put up in return of the year, there's room on NFL roster for him somewhere. You know what I mean? 41 catches, 800 yards, 20 yards a catch, 5 touchdowns, and then you can't forget, you know what I'm saying, what he did in the kick return game. He took 4 kicks back this year. His first time being full-time kick returner, 36 yards of return, 1,500 yards, you know what I mean, on the kick return. All right, so take a look at the draft results. Darius Chase was indeed drafted in the 4th round. Chase Hooper drafted in the 7th. I think both these guys are going to make 2 teams very, very happy. Those are steals, for sure. So, I mean, after this, we're going to be going ahead and move over to position changes. See what we can do with some of these new freshmen we have coming in. Remember, we recruited a lot of athletes, hoping they can all make a difference in, you know what I mean, on the defensive side of the ball. And I lied. We still got off-season recruiting. Excuse me. Sometimes I forget the orders of these things. We have 3 scholarships remaining. You know what I mean? So this is the first time this whole series we're going to be using up all 25 of our scholarships if we can get all 3 guys to sign. 3 scholarships remaining. We have 3 guys left on the board. What we're going to go ahead and do, man, we're going to go ahead and throw them $5,000 a piece. You know what I mean? Equal opportunity. If you want to come, you want to come. If you don't, you don't. You know, even more so, like I said, since this is my final season here, I'm not going to beg anybody to play for me that doesn't want to play for me. We don't need you, honestly. None of these 3 guys are immediate impact players going to play right away. At least I don't see it. You know what I mean? We take a quick look at their, quick look at their stats. You got Nick Samuel. He was a gem, +5, 92, 85. Great route running for a true freshman, but like I said, he's probably not going to play. Jaron Smith here looks like he's more so of a depth player, bringing him in for some depth. You need those guys. You don't only need guys that are going to, you know what I mean, make a impact day one. You need some glue guys. You need some guys that are going to know their role, know their place on the team, not going to try to do more than what is needed and what is asked of them. And last but not least, we're going to bring in this. We're going to give 5,000 points to Rick Hall. Quickly going over, you know what I mean, some of the guys that we brought in here. We brought in a quarterback, +7 gem, Reggie Peoples, number 9 quarterback in the nation. Heath Love, 4-star corner, 79 overall Travis Mosley, 78 overall Doug Jackson, 78 overall Tim Hancock, 77 Casey, 76 Holt, Justin Rogers, Bain, Smith, Daniels, Mitchell, Ryan Williams, another quarterback, Rico Hodges, J.B. Moss, Aaron Robinson, Grant Robinson, Josh Gary, Ryan Jackson, Derek Warren, and then we're bringing in 2 fullbacks just for some depth, and that way we don't have to get them sorry walk-ons or move a running back to run it 2 fullback. But you see here, we have quality and quantity, because even with, you know what I mean, 23 people recruited, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players, you know what I mean, that are over the 75 threshold. So in theory, they can come in here and make a difference day one. All right, so we got all the recruitment out of the way. Go ahead and fast forward to signing day. I think we could bring all 3 guys in. We're the first on each of their lists, so we're not trying to, you know, swoop in at the last minute and take somebody's spot. They're trying to do that to us, but I feel like 5,000 points for each player is more than enough. We definitely shouldn't have to do more than that. But like I said, at this point in the program's history, we're not begging anybody to play for us. All right, guys, you see here, we did indeed get all 3 recruits to come through. We got the number 1 recruiting class in the nation. You know what I mean? What more can you ask for? We're going to be going out with a bang. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top recruiting classes, excuse me. So you see here, we only brought in 1 5-star, but 24 stars, 2 3-stars, 2 1-stars. Those were the fullbacks. The 1-star we brought in was an athlete, our boy C. Williams, but 24 stars is absolutely insane. So that means we have 20 players coming in to this program who aren't afraid of a little competition. They want to come in and try to compete and earn that job day one. All right, so now we're at the moment of truth. You know what I'm saying? Position changes. And you see here, we only have 3 90s on the squad. Excuse me, I didn't mean. And you see here, we only have 3 90s on the squad. We got Jay Will, who's a 99. We got our boy James Swanson, that's a 93. Then we got John Smith, that's a 91. Now, this could change, you know what I mean, with training and everything like that. Probably will, but first things first, we're going to go ahead and work on these athletes here. You know what I'm saying? This was our 1 5-star, but you see our 1 5-star isn't even the best of all of the athletes. Here we have Tim Hancock. You know what I mean? 92 speed, 88 excel. He could play some quarterback if I remember correctly. Yeah, 86 throw power, 84 accuracy. But you see his coverage, 85, 88, 82 press. This is what we brought him here to do. We brought him here to play the defensive side of the ball. We expect for him to make a difference day one. He's an 80 free safety, 78 corner, right? So he's probably going to get playing time day one. You know what I mean? Probably not at corner. But Dale Johnson is an 82 free safety who will train. Is his coverage even as good as his? It is not. Of course he'll train, but yeah, I mean, we're this season, this last season, we're bringing out the best of the best. So whoever the better player is, they're going to play, you know what I mean? Because we're not planning for, you know what I mean, the future. Then we got James Barnett, a hard hitter out of Edgewater, Florida. But he's too slow to play the D-back position for me personally. So looks like Tim Hancock will indeed, you know what I'm saying, become our next starting strong safety. 77 overall. Next we have the 5-star Casey Williams. He cannot play the offensive side of the ball at all. He is strictly here to play the defensive side of the ball. And he is at 89 speed. Let's take a look at his coverage. 89 man, 82 zone. So he's probably more of a corner. But I'm probably, you know, I mean, he's a 79 overall free safety, 77 corner. Right now, we'll put him at free safety and see what happens when we get there. Stephen Bain, 91 speed guy, can also play a little bit of quarterback. Let's see, he's a 78 free safety, 76 corner. Go ahead and throw him at corner. Antoine Smith, let's see what you do. He does not play the offensive side of the defensive side of the ball really well. So he's a lineman. We're going to go ahead and throw him at right tackle. I know for a fact we need a right tackle. Then we got Kenny Mitchell, another guy who could play quarterback at 90 speed. You know we do love fast quarterbacks, but Jay Will, you know what I mean, barring him doing something stupid, he's probably more than likely not going to relinquish that starting quarterback spot. So we're going to go ahead and throw Kenny Mitchell at the wide receiver position. Next up, Ryan Willis, another guy who is 90 speed who can also play quarterback. The beauty about these athletes, man, you can throw them a bunch of different places and utilize them all over the field. He's a wide receiver. Now, just because we bought in all these athletes does not mean they will play or get playing time, you know what I mean? So we got this dude, Daniel Jones, 74 overall, 89 speed, right? Athlete. Gonna see what his tackling is. 68 tackle. Hit power isn't that high because I'm trying to get a little bit more speed at the linebacker position, regardless of what your overall is. You know what I mean? Because just because your tackling is a little bit low doesn't mean you're necessarily not gonna be able to make tackles. So let's see here, 89 speed, 91 excel, right? He was like a 70-something corner. He won't play day one corner. Bobby Nichols, that's his spot at right outside linebacker. Then we got our boy Nick Garcia, who really played the you know what I mean, the middle linebacker position really well last year. And Paul Kramer held it down as a senior as well. 23 tackles, 6 for loss. But he's just an 81 speed, not really that fast. Then we got our boy, subscriber recruit, Rob Smith. And then we got Walter Prater, only 83 speed. Like I said, I'm trying to do what I did with Hafiz out here, man. You know what I mean? He was never the best linebacker overall wise, but with his speed, getting all over the ball, he was able to do good things. Same thing with Aaron Robinson here. He is a defensive player as well. Let's see, 92 speed, 84 excel. He's not going to get any burn this year at safety or corner. I think I passed his tackle. So his tackle is a 73, 74 hit power. So he's a hard-hitting safety, which means he could probably more than likely come down for me and help play some linebacker, even though he's only a 61. And then last but not least, we got Josh Gary, 73 receiver, 74 safety. What is he? 91 speed, 90 excel. Of course, we don't need any safeties right now. Let's see what we got left at the free safety position. Dale Johnson, who I already said probably is not. Dale Johnson, who's, you know what I mean, he's pretty good. He spelled in a little bit last year. His coverage just isn't that great. You know what I mean? He has the speed to make up for a little bit of that lack of coverage. But we got Josh Gary, who I could put as another free safety or I could put as a linebacker, but he's a little bit too low as a linebacker. 72 corner. We'll go ahead and use him as another free safety. We'll get there later and see what's up. So here we are, position changes. We have 5 quarterbacks coming into this year, but John Wilson is the guy, but we know he has a temper issue. He can miss games. He could possibly get kicked off the team. He could just leave the team, but I feel like he might be coming in here focused this year, showing they do. You know what I mean? Even though he's yet to start. Look at these numbers when he comes. Look at these numbers last year when he had to come in and do his thing. 17 for 24, 4 touchdowns, no picks. I've thought about, this year to last year, letting all the subscriber recruits start that are on the team and be like the main starters. That could still be a thing. You know what I mean? But here we got John Smith. We got David Johnson and Jack Hannett. Fullbacks. Really doesn't matter who's there. We got some wide receivers coming in. So you see we brought in some freshmen who are better than some of our freshmen. Our subscriber recruits who I really expected to step in this year. But Austin Graham and Rick Wright, they're going to be right there in the thick of things, ready to get some burn. All 3 of our tight ends, are our subscriber recruits, so we can't lose there. We got a left tackle, good money there. We need a left guard, so we'll go ahead and move. Let's see. We'll go ahead and move our starter Manning to left guard. He's an 80 at left guard. He's going to train, so he's going to get much better there. Ben Mathis is going to take over for him. We have one right guard. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go ahead and move one of these other centers to right guard. So it looks like we just need a lot more alignment, period. So we're going to get some, more likely some walk-ons here, unless I can move one of these ends. You know what I mean? Which I'm probably just going to move some people to right guard who probably won't play. But I just hate getting those walk-ons on the roster that you can't really replace. You know what I mean? It's more detrimental than anything. And then we got to move some of these guys to the end positions. We need some ends. You know what I mean? You guys right now aren't going to get much playing time at the D-tackle position. So I'm actually doing you a favor because you're going to train here. We got a true freshman, Travis Mosley, who's probably going to anchor this D-tackle position along with Justin Hodges. Luke Landry will be training, but we all know that doesn't necessarily mean much. Let's see, Velasquez Getty will be better at D-tackle. He'll be a 72. He's still probably, even though he was trained, still probably wouldn't be better than those two. Bobby Nichols and Gabe the GOAT, they're going to hold down the left outside linebacker position. We're bringing in Aaron Robinson, He's more than likely, for sure, going to start at the second linebacker spot. We got 4 right outside linebackers. Let's see what we got here. We got 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count. Excuse me. And this dude was a gem, +5. But this dude right here, Daniel Jones, was a gem, but he was mainly supposed to be a DB. You know what I mean? But he still might get some burn out there at the right outside linebacker position, because one thing we've always lacked on this squad is speed, and now we got some speed. I want to utilize that. For corners, Matt Peterson, Ozzie Zuniga, and Spencer Sonier, 3 subscriber recruits, all 3 will train, are coming out here, and they're going to be spearheading this cornerback position. Unless, of course, one of these true freshmen are ready to step up, you know what I mean, take a spot. Let's see how coverage is. So, man coverage, Ozzie Zuniga's man coverage could use some work, but he makes up for that in his zone coverage. So we could possibly put Ozzie back in the slot this year. But, you know what I mean, he was waiting patiently to try to take over Zion's spot on the outside. So we're going to give him a chance out there just to see how he plays it. You know what I mean? His press is at 81, and he's a smaller corner. But, you know what I mean, he's made some big plays for us, and he does punt return. We got 4 free safeties, and then we got 3 strong safeties. We have our kicker, a subscriber recruit, and our punter, Greg Jacobs. And that's pretty much going to do it. I can already tell we're going to have to cut quite a few players here. But if you're not a subscriber recruit, so I'm not cutting any subscriber recruits. You know what I mean? So let's keep that in mind. If you are a subscriber recruit already on this squad, you will not be cut. You'll be staying. And if you're worse than a person, then you just want to step up and take their spot. All right, so training results are in. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 90s all together. Jay Will doesn't get that much better, being that he's a 99 overall. Let's see what he got to his passing stats. +4 throw accuracy, so he's now at 99 accuracy. Still only a 91 throw power. Definitely wish that was a little higher. They do got +5, and Ziegler got +5. So they do, man. So basically, if I was to continue this, they will have 1 year to prove to scouts and everybody that he is the guy. He's the better looking quarterback at 6'4", 215. You know, John Wilson 6 foot 202. We won't concentrate on that. John Smith got +6, so he's a 97. So I have 390 running backs. This is why I pretty much did that running back by committee that I did last year. But I think, you know what I mean, Smith has had, you know, his fair share of starting, you know what I mean, being the guy. I might not do the by committee this year. I might honestly make Hannett the guy since it's the last season. Fullbacks don't really care about them. James Swanson coming back for his senior season, 95 overall. Austin Graham +5, he's now a 91. Mike Johnson, he's too slow, so we're not going to focus on that. My boy Rick Wright +5, 88. Josh Bell at a 95 speed, and Sullivan's a 99 speed, but he's only an 83 Excel, so doesn't necessarily make him that fast. You know what I mean? So that is what it is. Our boy Justin Snyder +6, he's now a 79 overall, true sophomore. Left guard, another subscriber recruit, Gary Dupree +5, he's now at 81. Left guard James Manning +5, 85. Mathis went up 6 to an 88. Clifton Davis +5 to an 89. So our line is looking okay. Paul Harris +5 to 81. Left end Steve Wright. You know what I mean? He won the defensive end of the year award. He won the Nagurski and the Lombardi. Led the nation in sacks last year. Let's see if he can help repeat that. And he was only in the 70s. Right end Darcy Whittingham, true sophomore, +4, 83. He played absolutely insane as a true freshman last year. D tackle Luke Landry, that's the only one that's improving. The rest are true freshmen. Bobby Nichols +5, he's now at 87. Nick Garcia +4, he's now at 83. Kramer's at 83 as well, +5. Got +1 speed, still don't know if that's going to be enough for me. Walter Prater, 82, he +4, he's fast. He might want to hold things down. Robert Smith, you know what I mean, subscriber recruit, he got a +4, he's now a 79. And then here goes our corners. Matt Peterson +6, Ozzie Zuniga +5, Sonier +5, Tolfin Gonzalez +6 and +5. Zuniga got even faster, got +1 to his speed and excel. Let's see what happened on his coverage though. That's what we're really worried about. So he got +4 man, so he's respectable 86, 94 zone, insane. Matt Peterson, 91 man, 98 zone. His press is a 94. Sonier's press is a 93 with 93 man, 88 zone. All right, so I was reading the wrong thing. This is their play rec, excuse me. This is their press. I was about to say they're too beastly if that was their press. Players mess up too. Don't judge me. You're moving on to the free safety, Dale Johnson, +5, +1 speed, +1 excel. He's really trying to hold on to that spot, which I still think will be his. James Barnett, he's only 82 speed. Yeah, man, that ain't you. You know what I mean? Our kicker got a +5, he's an 80. But I don't remember his kick power being that high. Okay, it's a 92, 72 accuracy. Oh, yeah, okay, he got redshirted last year. Then we got Greg Jacobs, who the true sophomore, 91, 83. So Miller, our last kicker, didn't have that much kick power. You know what I mean? Jacobs did a lot of the field goal kicking for him. But now, looks like we got that set. Moving on to cut players here. We have to cut 12. Alrighty. Who are the 12 we're going to have to cut? I want to hold on to these quarterbacks, you know what I mean, for dear life until we can't hold on to them anymore. We got a redshirt senior running back, Melvin McCray. He's a speed guy. I really thought that he was going to eventually take over this position somehow, some way. It doesn't look like that ever came to fruition. 94 speed, 88 excel. We could definitely lose this senior fullback who's the worst one on the roster. Some of these receivers, who's never going to play. I'm not going to do any freshmen dirty. Sullivan, you know what I mean, you got a degree already. You can go. Bell. This is tough. You got some speed, so you can stay. But Lee Scott, you definitely can go. Johnson, you got a degree already too. Let's see. I guess I'll let you stay for now. We still got 9 people to go. All our tight ends are staying. We got Ryan Hicks. He's probably never going to play. We got this sophomore Moore. He's eventually going to play here. This is kind of tough, man. Especially when you're kind of scarce in some of these positions. And we're definitely a young squad, so it's not that easy to just say goodbye to the old guy who's probably never going to play. Kramer technically is better than Garcia now, but he's, you know what I mean? Oh, this dude was a bust. I don't even know how. Oh, no, he's not a bust. I forgot he was a D-back of you know, essentially. I mean, at first. So I almost prematurely let him go. Right outside linebackers, Jake Hunter, you can walk, sir. Prater, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep you around. Coming to these corners, Toth, Redshirt Jr., 93 speed, 94 excel. What's your coverage like? 92 man, 87 zone. This is kind of hard of a decision. I said Hancock was gonna start, so Barnett can go. He's not gonna play. Rogers is gonna stay, but he's slow. He's probably not gonna start. So now this is where these decisions get tough. David Johnson. I don't know why I keep calling him Dale. He's pretty decent, but okay. So McCray can go. McCray can definitely go. Let's see here now. Johnson. I know you're one of the better receivers on paper. You can go. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these freshmen. 89 speed, you can go. 87 speed, you can go. Now, what do we have left here? All right, so like I said, if you're not a subscriber recruit, you got to go. So Josh Bell has to go. We lose our pipeline with South Carolina. So now after Swanson, we have all YouTube recruits, all subscriber recruits that are going to come in here and help us out. Some of these running backs that have to go, you know what I mean? You're never really going to be the guy, David Johnson. So that moves handed up there where we need him. So we got one more person to go. We're going to try to go with the least rated player on the squad now. A lot of tough decisions had to be made. And this dude, Redshirt Junior, 58 overall, you can go as well. And now we've got the roster size down to 70. All right, guys, so that's the first part of the offseason. We got that out of the way. Next episode, you know what I mean, will be strictly the preseason in week 1 of the regular season, looking at the preseason All-Americans and everything like that as we prep for this final season for FAU. This video was kind of long. It may be condensed. I may do it kind of streamish style. It depends. You guys will see, of course, by the time I get there. But that's going to do it for part 1. So if you enjoyed, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. Be on the lookout about an hour later after this one drops for part 2. It's your boy Uncle Sam's Reject, arcadegames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.